Let's face it, learning English is not easy, especially when you're not in an English-speaking environment. But still, there are some learning methods that are more effective than others. One of the reasons that living in an English environment is so effective in improving a person's English ability is that the language is all around you, whether it be signs, newspapers, TV, people talking, etc. Unless you purposely avoid it, it's hard not to get English in your head. In non-English environments, the opposite is most likely true. It's hard to get English in your mind. Sure, you have English class once a week and you feel like you're learning something. But after class, you're with your family, you're watching your shows, you're having one-on-one time with your phone, all in Mandarin or Taiwanese. And you wonder why you're not picking up much English. It's probably out of your budget and ability to go live in an English-speaking country. So you're going to have to make an English environment for yourself. Today we're going to discuss one way to do that. Learn English in English. Say what? Let's look at 3 examples, and I'm sure you'll understand what I mean. Number 1, English context. It seems that English students try to learn English by memorizing as many words as possible. While this may seem necessary to prepare for the next exam, it is not effective for learning English unless the words can be put into context. Context are the words, sentences, paragraphs, etc. that surround the vocabulary word in a normal conversation, article, etc. The context of a particular word gives us clues as to its meaning even if we have never seen it before. Example, do you know what the word pre-order means? Here's an excerpt from a news article. Pre-orders are still available, but the first versions of the vehicle are all sold out. You can get yours here and save $30 on the reservation fee. Reading these sentences, we can get a better understanding of what the word pre-order means. 2. English dictionary. Using context of a word to understand its meaning is a good tool, but it doesn't always help us clearly understand what the word means. If you don't understand a word, what do you usually do? Wait. I know you're going for the dictionary, but perhaps you should reconsider. If you're going to use a dictionary, use an English dictionary and not a Chinese to English or English to Chinese dictionary. Dictionary gives a definition of the word in English using different words to explain what it means. The dictionary should also give you a breakdown of the syllables of the word to help you to pronounce it. For a refresher on pronunciation, you can see videos here. In addition, the dictionary also gives you context for the word by showing you example sentences using that word. Example. Continuing with the pre-order example, we can further understand the word by looking it up in an English dictionary as shown in the screenshot. We see that there is a definition in simple English to help us understand the word and also a sample sentence using the word. 3. English subtitles. In Taiwan, people are used to seeing Chinese subtitles on all kinds of videos of all different languages. And I have to say, these subtitles help me a lot, especially when I'm watching a video of people speaking Taiwanese. However, reliance on subtitles can also be a hindrance when trying to learn a new language. Students have told me that they try to learn English through TVs or movies, and all the while, they're reading the Chinese subtitles. This is not an effective English learning strategy. If you really want to learn English through videos, here is what you should do. Number 1, watch the video with Chinese subtitles. Get to know the story, the characters, dialogue, and situations first before you worry about the English. You may need to watch the video a number of times in order to get familiar with it. 2, choose one scene from the video and watch it with English subtitles. Being familiar with what's going to happen, focus on how the characters use English in that particular situation. If possible, get a copy of the video script so that you can follow along in writing. 3, isolate new vocabulary or phrases and try to discover their meaning without using Chinese to find it out. Use English context and the English dictionary as described above. 4, find opportunities to use these new words and phrases in daily life. Use them or lose them. I have just shared with you 3 methods of learning English in English. The more that you can do this, the more you can train yourself to think in English. This is one of the keys to gaining English fluency. In addition to these methods for self-learning, it is also advisable to find someone to help you make sure you're coming to correct conclusions about the meanings of the words and phrases and how to use them. This is where a foreign English teacher or a tutor comes in handy to help you understand if you are learning things correctly. Does that mean you need to have a teacher? Check out my previous video to find out. Learning English takes a lot of time and hard work, but hopefully today's tips will help you become a more effective English learner. Don't give up. Bye-bye.